If I can get my big ass to do the handstand push-ups, as long as they're not strict.
What is it again? It's 50 handstand push-ups. It's 50 calories on the rower. No, it's not the rower. The assault bike.
50 handstand push-ups.
Strict
50
or just
toe to bar.
normal?
I think it's just normal.
Wait, there's toe to bar in there?
Right after, and then it's
gross. Okay, so it's handstand push-up, toes to bar, calories on the assault bike.
Box step overs, dumbbells in hand, and then it's overhead lunge, right arm up, overhead lunge, left arm up.
So
but you have it in the front rack.
Yeah, so the video showed that situation going on.
That's way harder.
That sounds miserable, dude. You don't think that's that bad?
Compared to what it could be.
Like what?
Instead of having the box step overs, if they did 50 overhead squats right arm, 50 overhead squats left arm, and then the lunge.
God, what? Yeah, I guess that would be way worse, but no, they didn't do that. Dem glutes. Oh boy.
I don't know about this one, Rick. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing about this post. You have to read it in Morty's voice, as if he's talking to Rick.
Show me the post again.
Oh boy, Rick. I don't know about them shoulder lunges. I don't know. Oh boy.
You make a real good Morty there, Chase.
Yeah. Does that make you Rick?
I kind of am the Rick to your Morty.
Yeah. You're my grandpa.
So we're doing this kind of out of order because Chase hasn't seen all the event announcements yet. But I am about to tell Chase what event 4 is, unless he's reading it right now. Are you reading it right now? Event number 4. 2 rounds. 10 snatches at 175, 12 bar facing burpees. Immediately into 2 rounds, 10 snatches at 115.
I just did that today.
You did,
Man,
and the
that
bar
would
facing
explain.
burpees. That explains why you did it today?
175 is a lot of weight for me to power snatch that many times.
Did it get a little unmanageable, or?
I had one miss. I just tried to rush the stand up.
I think the magic in this workout is the fact that it's 175. And I say that because I watched the update show, and Tommy Marquez mentioned this as well. He talked about how it's a weird loading. People usually do like 155 or 185.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen 165 at the games before, and that was in a sprint, and everyone did that unbroken. 175 is just a little too heavy to do unbroken, but it's way too fucking light to like take your time in between reps. And he went touch and go for 10 reps at 175. At 175 on both of the first 2. God damn it.
He's a monster.
That's absurd.
Crazy. Regional athlete, super strong.
But you said that it fucked up his burpees?
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I don't know how much it fucked up his burpees. So that's really cool that people can do that. I was doing singles.
We're the same species. You, me, and Orion are the same species.
Nah, he's like a relative of half Thor.
Dude, he's the fitness muppet. Wait until you guys see Orion Hone's South Regionals, and you look at him, and you tell me that he's not what Sesame Street would have as a CrossFit character.
That should, under no context, make sense, but it makes sense for some reason.
It's perfect. It's fucking perfect. I know you're a huge fan of Tim Paulson.
Oh, dude.
I'm a huge fan of Tim Paulson. I hope you guys are all huge fans of Tim Paulson. But have you seen him posting like kind of sneaky things about the workouts, like him trying out all the workouts?
Yeah.
I think he's putting a little bit of misdirection into his posts, because the first one I saw was about 333, and the time on the clock was like 47 minutes or something like that, and I was like, I see what you're doing here, Timmy.
I was talking to him earlier today, and he is like obnoxiously excited for all of these events. And it's funny because I was in the middle of talking to him whenever event 5 got announced, and he just said, I changed what I said about Linda. Event 5 is now what I'm looking forward to the most.
That's so sick.
And he says, quote, "Who wants to die?" All caps.
So you guys may not know this yet, but Chase is a regional athlete, and he leaves for his regional tomorrow, even though it's like 10 days away. Chase.
Yeah, dude.
Talk to me, amigo.
Yeah, man. So heading up to Salt Lake tomorrow. I leave like middle of the afternoon, like 2 o'clock. Should be there around 5. So if you're in Salt Lake City, hit me up. I'll probably not be doing anything.
You're not gonna give up your phone number, or?
No, not. You guys Chase 504 on all the Instagrams.
I'll put his phone number. I'll edit it in.
Edit it in.
It's gonna be right here. It's gonna be his phone number. Is gonna be right there. It's gonna be great.
Text me, page me, call me if you're trying to.
Page me.
Every athlete that we've seen up in Salt Lake's like the breathing thing is a big deal. So be ready.
I mean, you've been doing. I took a video of you using that Spyro Tiger, and you've been using that thing pretty religiously.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to help? Do you know if it's going to help?
I hope, because suffocating yourself for 20 minutes 3 times a week for the last 5 weeks is, if it's all been for nothing, I'm going to be pretty upset.
I mean, you'll find out within the next couple days. You'll know whether it worked or not.
Yeah. I'm still going to go up there expecting the first couple workouts that we do to just suck complete. Bless you. I'm gonna suspect that all of these workouts that we do until like Sunday are gonna just completely suck butt.
Butt Suckers United.
That's actually our team name.
What did your whoop strap say after yesterday?
Oh man. So I wore the whoop strap for our take through 333, which we hit about 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time, if that's important to you.
It's not important to anybody.
And I finished that workout, and the whoop strap's like, whoa!
Go to bed right now.
You hit a strain of 17.5, and I was like, oh, that's not too bad. I mean, that's really crazy for just, what, 42 minutes of work. That's pretty nuts. But I was like, man, I still have a whole nother, like, 2-hour session left this evening. Fortunately for me, the whoop strap popped off early in those workouts. And I put it on after the workout, and it was like, wow, you really had your heart rate down for the last 2 hours.
I don't think it's as good at measuring something like activities that are high intensity under 20 minutes. I don't think it's as good as measuring it as it is measuring endurance working.
No.
Like, you need to push 40, 60, 80 minutes of activity for it to actually be accurately reading what's going on. You're just too fit, Chase. That's your big problem.
So you're gonna be heading to Salt Lake, but Armin doesn't care about regionals. Official Armin hammer stance, regionals don't matter.
Well, nothing matters, Chase. I will be, here's the goal. I'm gonna put this out there because...
Here's the goal. I'm gonna throw eggs at CrossFit Yakaru and boo them, and then I'm gonna go do some other stuff.
First of all, I need to spend all of the travel day building my Butt Suckers United team flag and banner, which I'm gonna be setting up at the end of the lanes for you guys to know. I'll be in Salt Lake City, and I will be going to regionals. I have my ticket, I have my weekend ticket. I'll go to regionals at the very least to watch you. So that's what we're here for. We bros. But also, there's this really cool CrossFit dude named Tommy Hackenbrook who lives in Salt Lake City. Hard to believe, but he and I are friends, and he's doing some really cool shit up there, and I'm going to try and drop in and kind of get some content with him.
You remember what happened last time you tried to hang out with him and do fitness?
It still haunts me. So,
and you were close to Pinnacle Armin Fitness at that point, right?
Okay, I wasn't that close to Pinnacle Armin Fitness because this.
You got bigger arms now.
I had just moved to Austin, which means I had just gotten the PlayStation 4, which means I had just taken 2 to 3 months off of exercise completely so that I could eat nothing but Pop-Tarts and Oreos and play video games all day long.
It's important to dedicate yourself to a principle, and at that moment it was PlayStation 4.
It was incredible. It was a beautiful moment in my life to finally have a PlayStation 4.
Like the great Ron Swanson said, don't try to do half-ass things. Pick one thing and whole-ass it.
I whole-assed the fuck out of that PlayStation. He and I, we did We did a 30-minute row in which the goal was to hit 8K. I didn't fucking do that. And then 30 minutes of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off on a very fucking old, very broken Schwinn Airdyne.
Hell yeah.
Which was so broken, by the way, I don't know if I've ever told you this, so broken, by the way, that after we were done filming, we did that for a documentary. After we were done filming, he was like, you know, it was pretty broken, right? And I was like, yeah, one of the pedals was really wonky. He's like, you know what? He grabbed a fucking wrench, fixed it, and we did another 10 minutes, cameras off. Just for him and I, just for like, you know, we didn't quite get enough here because this thing was busted, so let's just do some more. He's training for something which is like Avenger level fitness.
Yeah.
He's training for a 500-pound back squat and a 5-minute mile in the same day.
That is the equivalent of pursuing the Power Stone in Avengers.
Yeah.
And getting it.
Yeah, he's crushing it. The guy doing his programming, Bobby fucking Maximus, man. Rob McDonald.
The Bobby fucking Maximus.
Bobby fucking Maximus. And if you guys don't know who Bobby Maximus is, first of all, shame on you.
Yeah, why are you following this channel?
Second of all, he's the guy who programmed for all the Ute teams that won the CrossFit Games. He did their programming for them. His specialty is building engines.
Yeah.
And putting together like mastermind, like year-long, season-long programs. He's a fucking genius. It's incredible. And he's a monster.
He's a monster, but he also has a crazy-ass engine. So you look at this guy and you're like, wow, I bet he's super strong, but he probably can't run or row for very long, and he's gonna prove me wrong.
Yeah, he's really, really awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be really, really cool. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Man.
Yeah,
is this what it's like being old?
What was I gonna say? Oh. There probably is somebody out there who can squat 500 and run a 5-minute mile. I mean, I would guess Matt Fraser is there. He's probably been there for a while. I would say Rich Froning is close, maybe, but he doesn't seem like a very fast runner. Sorry, Rich. Alex Viada squatted 700 and ran like a 4:30 mile. So that's just not fair. That doesn't count. But still, that's got to be a fucking short list. I mean, we're talking a dozen people, maybe, have ever done that.
That's all, man. That's a really fast mile.
That's a really fast mile. And to have the mass it takes to actually squat that, that'd be very fucking impressive. And I'm looking forward to seeing it happen.